Hello WordPress nerds. So in this video we are going to talk about controller class for the custom endpoint in the WordPress. So in our previous video I showed you this custom API.php where we tried to create a custom API, and this is without the class. So this is also right method to create your custom API, but all the WordPress APIs written using this controller class. So let me show you one example so that you know why we are going to do this. And that so this controller class based API is mostly used by the plugin developers, and WordPress by default uses that. So in the WordPress WP includes folder, inside that REST API endpoints, and here are all the REST API class files. So let me open our common file which related to the post. So as you can see, this class controller, and that extends the main class WP REST controller, and these are some basic methods they use for the all APIs. For example, this kind of stuff will be same for the all the APIs. For example, to get items, I mean to get the results, they use this function get items. For permission callback, they use get item permission check. Similarly, if I open this another API, you will see the same items. So these are the protocols defined by the WordPress. So it would be great if we use that too. It's okay if you don't want to use class-based system. That's up to you. Still, your API is going to work, but I'm gonna show you how we can achieve that. So we are going to use each and everything we did in the past, but we are going to do that in the class-based system. So I'm gonna close this file. Okay, let me keep open this file for the reference, and yeah, I will open my plugins main file. Let me reduce font size. So this is the file class custom API.php, which I'm going to create inside the includes. So there is already a sample class for that here. So I'm gonna copy this entire class and paste it over here. Again, I will format this. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so now the file is formatted, and let me comment this file, and let's try our custom API which we were trying. So now this API should not work. Yes, it says rest no root because we comment that out. Now, so this is our new file class custom API, and in that file we are going to replicate this all the functions so that we can revive our custom API using class-based system. So the first thing is this namespace and resource name. So this is similar to what we create over here. So this goes to namespace. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna copy this. This is going to be our namespace. And then this is the resource name. And let me change my class name. It is going to be my rest ACF books controller. Copy this and at the very bottom change that here too. So now we have defined the namespace. Now we have this function called register routes, which we are fetching over here. So whenever you in the REST API init, the object will be created and this register route method will be called. So in the register route, we are registering our custom API. So I'm gonna remove this unnecessary stuff over here. So this rest register rest route, in our previous video we added something like this. This is similar to this. So here I'm not going to change any method callback and permission callback. This remains the same. So this callback here is similar to what we added over here like this, and this permission callback is similar to what we added over here. So now let's add this get item permission check, which is this. So I'm gonna search this. So sorry, we were checking only this condition over here, so that only logged in user can see our API. So we will be replacing the code with same. Sorry about this, guys. So you get the idea, right? We are just changing the function's name based on the WordPress schema or WordPress protocol. So that's that. Then sorry, then get items. So get items, similar function for our get items we created is this get ACF books. So if I copy this and I will paste it something like this. and here for the empty we are already doing this, so I'm gonna add this empty over here. So in previous method, we added these two functions, which is similar to this in the class method. So I will just change the parameter over here for this. I hope you are getting this, and I will remove this. So basically, I'm converting this file into this class-based method, and here we have a predefined methods. So in this file we used our own function name, but in this file we have to use what we have to use. So now, so this function is ready now. Get items function is ready. Then get item permission check. We don't need this function. We already have this get items permission check, which is this. Sorry about that. And we don't need this function as well. We are not. This is for the another REST API. Okay. Now this prepare item for response, which was similar to this prepare post. So I'm gonna copy this entire code here and paste it over here. Then this is prepare response for collection, which was similar to this, and we haven't done any change in this function, so I'm not going to touch this. I will keep as it is. Then this is the schema we added yesterday, like this. So this is the schema, and in this schema I'm gonna paste my yesterday's schema. Like this. So schema is ready. Authorization status code, we don't need this. So our class is ready. Wow. Let's try to run our API now. I hope it will work in the first run. Oh, something went wrong. So the WP JSON, my plugin V1 ACF books. My plugin V1 ACF books. So what's wrong with this? Let's try to debug. me run this. Undefined variable data in line number 71. So let's see what happens there. Line number 71, which is this data. Okay, our results are coming inside this. So I'm gonna add this. So it should work now. Oh, there is something fatal error. Call to undefined function post schema. Okay, that is because of copy paste. So our schema is over here. So in the class space structure, we have to use dollar $this and then arrow. Now let's see. Okay, so now our API is working fine, similar to previous version. So yeah, this is all about the class-based system of the WordPress REST API. More on this, you can extend this class over here. So that based on this class, you can use this class method based on your requirement. For example, sometime if we check get items function, inside that function this prepare response for collection, we don't need to specify because that comes from this class. So if we remove this for collection function from here after extending the class, our API should work well. So as you can see, so that is why we should extend this class with WordPress REST controller class. And yeah, this is all about using class-based WordPress REST API. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. And yeah, this might be a little confusing because if you don't know the object-oriented stuff, it will hard to understand. But yeah, one more difference between this common non-class coding and the class-based coding. So for example, where in the callback we directly define our function name like this, but in the class name you have to mention like array $this and then your function name. So that is the only difference between these two. So whenever you use class-based system, in the callback you have to always use like this. So this is the video, guys. Thanks for watching.